the extraordinary thing was that you, this community, were not staying away. You were coming on to the Danforth to support the Danforth, to make sure it was strong. There is extraordinary life here. Extraordinary life. All of you who've come here this evening, don't forget, it's a whole weekend. You can come back tomorrow. You can come back on Sunday. Don't restrain yourselves. Be here as much as you can. Enjoy life. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy the Danforth. Long live the Danforth. Zito Danforth. Long live Canada. Zito Canada.
I'd now like to ask a real, true, sincere friend of the Danforth, Mayor John Tory, who's here all of the time and supported us throughout, to come on up.
Thank you very much, Howard. Friends, it's a night to celebrate. It's a weekend to celebrate, as it always is. I've been coming to the Taste of the Danforth for years, but it is bittersweet. We have to admit that. But I want to say we've heard a lot of people thank tonight, and properly so. The first responders, and as Howard described them, the amateur first responders. And I want to thank my council colleagues, Mary Fragadakis and Paula Fletcher. They represent this area at City Hall, and they've been here day after day after day. Michael Thompson is here from City Council as well. But most of all, I want to thank you, because I was here that night, in fact, in the early morning of that terrible Sunday night, Monday morning, and I was heartbroken and I was angry. And many other people were probably angry too, but then I came back the next evening, and hundreds and thousands of people were here to show their support for the victims and for their families and for those who we lost and those who were injured, and to show their support for the businesses, but mostly to show their support for each other. And it was such a Toronto way to do this, that we got together, we didn't wait days, we just waited a few hours, and we came together and showed that solidarity, as the Prime Minister said, with our values and with who we are, and that we're going to not let things like this define who we are and the kind of place this is. And so I want to say thank you to you, because you were the people who were here Monday night, and then again Tuesday night, and Wednesday night, and Thursday night, and for the vigils, and you've been here ever since, and you're here this weekend, and you will continue to be here, because we are not going to let these things push us off the fact that while we have to grieve and we have to heal, this is the greatest city in the greatest country in the world in which to live. Have a great time this weekend.
Other strong supporters of the area is Michael Thompson. So Michael, right behind us. Michael's always behind us, so.
Thank you very much, Howard. Danforth strong! Danforth strong! Ladies and gentlemen, as the Prime Minister and the Mayor and others have said, we're here bittersweet. We know that 2 angels were lost. But what we do know is that this community in this area of the city will always be strong, will always come together. There are no guns that are stronger than the people on the Danforth, or in Toronto, or in Canada. We want to send that strong message. No guns stronger than the people. And so as we all stand here today and moving forward, because we have to move forward, a very tragic situation has occurred. But we know we have to move forward. We have to work together. We have to unify our interests. The Prime Minister is here. A message that has come from the Premier. The Mayor is here. Everyone is here to work together, because at the end of the day, it's how we respond to tragedy in terms of moving forward. We are going to move forward in a strong way. We were able to assist the Taste of Danforth and the BIAs and the local members of City Council, Council Fletcher and Council Fragadakis, by contributing resources to help this festival to get stronger. We will always be with this festival. So thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to you. We are going to be stronger. We're more resilient. Danforth strong! Danforth strong! Danforth strong!
The people that were here that night, the people who were always here, we've got Mary Fragadakis, our City Councillor for Danforth, Ward 29. We also have Paula, City Councillor for Toronto Danforth, Ward 30. You guys want to come up for a moment, please?
Kalispera Kirish Kikiri. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to represent this area, the northern half of Toronto Danforth. with my colleague Paula Fletcher, and we're still reeling from the tragedy of a few weeks ago. But we are so happy that so many of you have come out to support this neighborhood, these businesses. We couldn't do it without you. It's, as the Mayor has said, it's a bittersweet celebration. I've been here 25 years at every single Taste of the Danforth. It's gotten bigger and bigger, and I'm hopeful that, as Dino has decreed that this is going to be the biggest festival in the 25-year history, that it will be so. And we thank you so much for coming out to celebrate with us, as well as come out earlier in the last couple of weeks to grieve with us and to help us heal. And I think that seeing you all out here really warms many people's hearts, and we really are so sad for those people who have who've lost their lives here on this street, and our hearts go out to the victims and their families.
Good evening, friends. 2 and so weeks ago, Mary, the mayor, and myself were on the other side of the Danforth at Logan, with the street completely closed, late at night, grappling with the fact that a terrible thing had happened on this wonderful street. And tonight, the street is closed and you're all on the street. And that is the most important thing. We are here in our community, on the street, taking our place in this beautiful Greek town, this wonderful Danforth, this fantastic area of the city called Riverdale, with the biggest heart, the most love for everybody, and the love for all of those who were injured, and the 2 beautiful young women that died on the Danforth. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back to the Danforth. Thank you for standing with us on the Danforth here tonight. And Danforth strong, but Danforth proud. Thank you so much.
I'd now like to ask Jagmeet Singh, the federal leader of the NDP, to say a couple words.
Merci tout le monde. Thank you so much. Like everyone has said, we're here today to celebrate. We're also here to remember that terrible tragedy. When acts of violence and tragedy strike us, they seek to divide us. They seek to scare us and to move us away. And in response, in a very Toronto way, we've come back in big numbers. We said we're not afraid. We're going to celebrate the beauty of the city and come together. I want to take a moment if we could just show some more love to all the first responders for their courage, for their sacrifice, for everything they've done for our city. Let's show them some more love. My friends, as you've heard before, one of the strengths of our city, one of the strengths of Canada is we celebrate our diversity. And being here today is an act of celebration of that diversity. Though the roots, of this celebration are Greek, we've seen it expand into a multicultural. But to pay homage, let me just say a couple of words in Greek. I've been practicing, so I hope people in the crowd give me some love if it works out. Yasu tikanis. I hope you're doing all right. Kala fanisto. Je pense que c'est très clair que notre diversité, c'est notre force, et c'est très clair comme Canadiens, nous sommes fiers de ça. So thank you, please continue to celebrate, please continue to use love to conquer any fear, to conquer any hate, and together we will build a better country. Thank you, my friends, it's an honor to be here.
We're about to conclude, but it would be wrong to conclude without thanking some of the people who make this festival happen. Without them, it really wouldn't happen. And the first person I really want to mention, because it's the 25th anniversary, is the guy that never speaks. The chair, everybody here knows it. The guy who sits in his office and volunteers his time, not only to make the festival happen, but 365 days of the year, he's the one that's worrying about the Danforth. So it's really something amazing. And the other thing, lots of people don't know about the festival. We don't yell it loud enough. Not only is it run by volunteers, the profits from the festival go to charity. And it's Constantine that makes sure that happens. We've given millions of dollars to the now Michael Garron Hospital, the Sick Kids Hospital, schools in the area for smart boards for kids with learning disabilities, soccer clubs, old age homes, the list goes on. And it's because of these people that all of this happens. And the other people we like to thank, and people sort of go, you've got sponsors. I can't list all of them, but they're really important. And interesting enough, some of those sponsors are actually governments. The Ontario government, through Celebrate Canada, was really there to help us morph from becoming a Greek festival to becoming a multicultural festival with a dollop of tzatziki on top. So we really want to thank them for helping us do that. And they're joined by the City of Toronto, who helps us also with our cultural programs and our community outreach. And they're actually joined by another government institution, the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation. And they've increased their involvement this year. We have Cal Brinker, the Senior VP of OLG here. Cal, can you wave? Cal, where are you hiding? So it's these governments that help festivals like this take place. It's also the corporate community. I'm not going to list all the sponsors. I would like to call out Labatt, who's our beer garden, but they're actually a sponsor that really supports us. Without the government, without the corporate sponsors, this festival couldn't happen. We wouldn't have the fund that we have. We wouldn't be here for 25 years, and the money wouldn't go to charity. So now let's applaud them. It's really thank you. So now to conclude the ceremonies, because I'm tired about hearing my voice, I'm sure you're tired of hearing my voice. Dino says he's really tired and hungry. I'm going to ask a couple people to come forward. I would ask the Prime Minister to come forward. I would ask Constantine to come forward. Rod, come forward. So there's an ancient Greek tradition. Everybody knows of breaking plates. We don't really know why. Some people say contiguous consumption. I'm so wealthy, I don't have to wash the dishes, I can just buy a new set. Some people say by smashing it, there's a huge noise, and you scare away the devil. Other people say, hey, we're having a party, and it's just good luck. Here on the Danforth, we're having a party, and it's just good luck. So what we're going to do, we've got a special 25th TODD 25 plate. I'm going to ask our assembled crew here. I'm going to count with you guys. 3, 2, 1. They're going to smash the plate, and then we're all going to yell Opa. Latino is the expert. No, you're. I tried last year and failed. This year it's there.